stunning people. My name is Beane, and welcome to the Salt Lick Sessions. Our next artist wears her heart on her sleeve, and her other sleeve, and on her pant pockets. The heart is everywhere, and I can't wait for her to share that with you. This is Olivia Barton.
I'm trying to tell you something about my life. Maybe give me insight between black and white. And the best thing you've ever done for me is to help me take my life less seriously. It's only life after all. Well, darkness has a hunger that's insatiable, and lightness has a call that's hard to hear. I wrap my fear around me like a blanket. I sail my ship of safety till I sank it. I'm crawling on your shores. I went to the doctor, I went to the mountains, I looked to the children, I drank from the fountain. There's more than one answer to these questions, pointing me in a crooked line. And the less I seek my source for some definitive, the closer I am to find. Closer I am to find. I went to see the doctor of philosophy with a picture of Rasputin and a beard down to his knees. He never did marry or see a B-grade movie. He rated my performance. He said he could see through me. I spent 4 years prostrate to the higher mind. I got my paper and I was free. I went to the doctor, I went to the mountains, I looked to the children, I drank from the fountain. There's more than one answer to these questions, pointing me in a crooked line. And the less I seek my source for some definitive, the closer I am to find. The closer I am to find. I stopped by the bar at 3 a.m. to seek solace in a bottle, or possibly a friend. I woke up with a headache like my head against the board, twice as cloudy as I'd been the night before when I went in seeking clarity. I went to the doctor, I went to the mountains, I looked to the children, I drank from the fountain. We go to the doctor, we go to the mountains, we look to the children, we drink from the fountain. We go to the Bible, we go through the workout, we read up on revival, we stand up for the lookout. Yeah, there's more than one answer to these questions, pointing me in a crooked line. And the less I seek my source for some definitive, the closer I am to find. The closer
Olivia Barton.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
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 I'm so happy you're here.
I know, I feel like we're in pavement.
I know. Oh my gosh, it does feel like we're in pavement.
Mm-hmm.
Your voice is nostalgic, not because I mean, it is nostalgic for me. It's like a double-edged sword. It is kind of it's a weird type of nostalgia that I feel when I listen to you sing.
Oh.
Because I felt nostalgic the first time I heard you sing, ever.
Oh.
And so now I feel nostalgic because your voice puts me in that place, but also because I used to listen to you sing all the time. You know? I want to know, where are you from?
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
When did you leave Florida?
When I went to college. I went to one college and then and transferred out, went back home, and then went to another one. But yeah, I haven't lived there since, so it's really interesting to go back.
And so when you started school, could you play the guitar when you started school?
Yeah, I taught myself to play when I was like 15.
Okay.
But I'm still not good at guitar because I cheat, and I am totally fine with it. Totally 100% fine with it. I play in like all open tunings, which my family friend Carrie Hayes, shout out Carrie Hayes, taught me how to play in open tunings, and so that's like mostly what I do now. But anyway, yeah, I played guitar all through high school, but didn't really start writing until college, really.
Who were you inspired by artist-wise when you were?
Sarah B was I know, she's perfect. She was
somehow
my like
underrated.
OG. Yeah.
Like,
she was definitely my like original conscious inspiration. Like the first time, when you you're listening to music as a kid, but then there's this moment of like, oh, that's music. And I felt that when again, Carrie Hayes, this friend made me a burned CD of Sarah Bareilles.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you haven't actually supported Sarah's career. That's
Well,
okay.
no, I
She's
bought
okay.
so many concert tickets. I bought so many t-shirts.
That works. That works.
Yeah, Little Voice. So that album got me. But originally, like the first music was Indigo Girls, which is why I chose that song.
Yeah.
Indigo Girls, James Taylor, the Eagles, Bruce Springsteen, stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by this this part of songwriting of like how much you're telling a specific story and how much you're kind of bringing in experiences from like a lot of different things, And I actually think the reason why I love all those artists is because I think they do both. I do think they tell a story, but I think they bring in a lot of different perspectives and a lot of different experiences to tell the same story.
How does that intertwine with how you write?
Well, that's kind of what I try to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like having, within a song, having really like macro lyrics and really micro lyrics. Like ones that feel really big and heavy and kind of like almost unidentifiable, and then some lyrics that are like hyper specific about like where I was and what I was seeing and what I was doing. That's my favorite kind of song.
I feel like as long as I've listened to you, when I first met you, it was just as a vocalist.
Oh, right.
I didn't know that you played or anything. I just knew that you sang. And just the way that you sing is vulnerable, right? Without, even if it's not your words. You sing in a way that really disarms people,
Thank
and
you.
makes them comfortable in that space.
Thank you.
And scared. I'm always scared when you sing, because I'm like, this girl,
Me too.
the instrument is just wild.
Aww.
Wild.
I gotta say thank you. I think that's been sort of intentional. Well, it actually has changed even since you heard me for the first time, but I really love singers who pronounce words the way that they speak them. And I think like it's not really that mystical what you're saying of like me disarming people with my voice. I think it really comes down to me singing like I speak. And so it's really speaking is way more vulnerable than singing. Like when you're singing, you can kind of like put on a persona, which is not necessarily a bad thing at all. Like some people do that in a really beautiful way. But the reason I like to sing like I speak, and again, it comes down to just like the way I say the words, is because I think it makes it feel like I'm just talking to you,
So if you could go back and talk to the 16-year-old self, torrenting Sarah B.
Yeah.
Like, besides telling yourself to splurge on the $12.99 for the album, what would you tell yourself?
Oh, well, I do a lot of this work in therapy, actually, like talking to myself at different ages, and so that's a really deep kind of question for me. At 16 specifically?
At whenever your love and your passion for music really started to take hold.
I think I would say I remember being terrified that I wasn't writing enough songs. Like I was like, I need to be writing so many songs or else I'm not a songwriter. And I would like squeak out one song every like, I don't know, 8 months or something. I'm like, I'm not a songwriter unless I like, you know, and I would play these farmers market gigs and be like, I barely have enough songs to get through a set, you know, and I would be like just so stressed about that. So I guess first thing would just be like, just relax. You will blossom. I'm still blossoming, you know.
You'll never stop.
There's no end point. But I think in general, my experience as a younger person was a lot of fear and just like I was never doing enough, never good enough. It's funny listening to myself say this because I still feel this way sometimes, but just I would say to myself to just relax into it and trust that it's hard to do, but trust that I will write the songs and that I will find the people and that it will take time. Yeah. Totally.
So what do we have to look forward to from Olivia Barton?
I just released my second album.
Come on, sophomore album.
Thank you. It's called This Is a Good Sign. It came out November 4th. It just means a lot to me. I made it with my friends during quarantine, and it's pretty much everything you could ever want to know about me is on the album. So if you want to know my deepest, darkest thoughts and feelings, it's on there. Yeah. I, again, don't know when we're releasing this, but I am going on tour with Illuminati Hotties, this amazing band, all across country. So that's in October.
First tour?
First big tour of that like size. So I'm really excited about that.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Your success makes me giddy.
Thank you.
I feel like it's a little.
It's been long, hard work.
Yeah,
so
it has been hard
work. I'm really excited about what's happening right now.
Me too.
Thank you.
I am.
Thank you for being here with me.
Thank you for coming. I'm so stoked to be in your space and to just keep cheering you on.
Thank you, Beane. You're the best.
You're the best.
Is this a rite of passage or a bad one-woman show? 'Cause I keep crying in public, riding the red line till it's closed. Sadness never was my habit, that was always his to claim. But the light he loved keeps dimming, I forget what keeps me sane. White knuckling through the change while I'm digging both my heels into the ground. When I hear her angels chew me out, get off the train, wipe your face, let your fists hang down. My mom always says she knows her kids are doing fine when she doesn't hear from us, but lately I've been calling every night. 'Cause burned beneath my eyelids, Lori is struggling out of her chair. But at least they stopped the chemo so that she could die with her hair. And all my friends are overseas and I don't miss them at all. So I wander these familiar streets and cry when I get catcalled. White knuckling through the change while I'm digging both my heels into the ground. When I hear her angels chew me out, get off the train, wipe your face, let your fists hang down. Nothing makes me more aware of the goodness that I've seen, like being absolutely terrified the future can't compete. But I sense the wind is coming, so I'm trying to grow wings, so that when it does, it billows and gives me a song to sing. 'Cause I'm running out of metaphors, my neck is feeling strained, and if my audience is getting bored, then death, you take the blame. White knuckling through the change while I'm digging both my heels into the ground. When I hear her angels chew me out, get off the train, wipe your face, let your fists hang down. Get off the train, wipe your face, let your fists hang down.
Hey stunning people, it's Beane. Make sure to check out the Salt Lick Sessions YouTube channel and subscribe.